Hiya folks, and welcome to another video where we're going to be bringing Chinese and British fusion in a Cosori air fryer. So thank you very much Cosori for sponsoring this video. And what we're going to be making, Sharon?
Sesame prawn toast.
Lovely.
Spring rolls.
Oh, hello.
And salt and pepper chicken.
Right, all done at home in the Cosori air fryers, folks. Let's have a look at the ingredients, see what we got. Right, so what we got, Sharon?
We just got some thick, toasty bread, white bread.
This is just cheap supermarket bread.
Yeah.
Nice and square, because they normally cut it into triangles, don't they?
That's it.
And what else is that there?
We've got some chicken, $2.99 that at the moment, with deboned, skinless and boneless chicken drumsticks.
So we've gone for that rather than the breast, because there seems to be a bit more flavour in the leg meat, doesn't there? The brown meat, if you want to call it that. So that's what we've gone for there. Now in our freezer, we had some uncooked prawns, in other words raw prawns there. We've just got 2 bags there. We're just going to chop them up very, very finely, because that's going to be the topping for the bread. Now as far as the stir fry filling for the spring rolls, what have we got spring rolls wise? You actually found this. You can make the pastry, but you found this.
I wouldn't know how to make the pastry, to be quite honest with you, but it's basically cheaper and easier just to buy this, and it's £8.50 from good old Amazon.
And there's 40 of them there.
Yeah.
40 sheets. They're very, very thin.
Yeah.
And they're already pre-made. It's a bit like a phyllo pastry, isn't it? So
yeah, I would have thought so.
Which can be tricky to make. That's why I've actually bought them. So 40 of them for £8 isn't really too bad. And bearing in mind, to say we're going to put the stuffing inside and roll them up. You can use them as samosas. You can use them as spring rolls there. So that's,
and dumplings.
And also the little dumplings and parcels.
And if you're really clever, you can carve a fish.
We're not going to be doing that, Shell. And for the filling, we're going for
bean sprouts.
Nice bag of bean sprouts there. And rather than prepare all the veg, we've just got this vegetable stir fry mix. You can chop it up even finer, which we probably will do, run a knife through it. And that will make the filling for the spring rolls. Yeah. And as far as the chicken goes, we've got this Chinese style salt and pepper seasoning. This one comes from Mr. Marinade. Yeah. You can buy different makes. We just had this in the cupboard, so we're going to give that one a go. And to go with that, Sharon's just diced up some
onions and chili peppers.
Chili peppers. You normally, when you buy them in the Chinese, them salt and pepper chicken or anything like that, they normally have an onion base with a few chilies thrown in. Spices wise, for the sesame seed prawn toast, we're going to just add a little bit of sesame oil to that when we mix it all up. We've also got the sesame seeds there, as you can see as well. Again, just in a little jar. We've got some extra flavour to add in. We're just going to add some garlic granules as well into the mix for this. And also, in case we need it, we have got some oyster sauce as well. So again, we're winging it, aren't we?
We're just adding flavours.
Adding flavours to it. And so we're going to be cooking in the Cosori twin fry air fryer there, and we're also going to be cooking in the Cosori Dual. That's the one with the 2 trays, as you can see there. This one's got all the lights on it as well, going for each individual one. And the big dual zone twin fry is able to come out and take the plates out if you want, because this has got the dual blaze technology with the heating elements on the bottom and also on the top as well. That's why we're going to be doing the toast in that one, the prawn toast, to cook evenly from underneath as well. And the chicken and the stir fry mix we're going to be doing in the dual as well. So Sharon's just taking out the veg, the mixed veg there, which you can buy in any supermarket really, Sharon.
Oh yeah.
And just giving it a little fine chop. So Sharon's just going to spend a bit of time chopping that up, preparing that, and then we're going to bung all this in one of these compartments, get it cooking, and then we're going to put the chicken on and finish off last with the toast in there. Right, there we go then. So Sharon's shredded up all of the mixed veg there. We've got the bean sprouts in there as well. That's 1 packet of each basically, Sharon.
That's it.
And we're going to be using the dual for this, so we're just going to take out one of the trays. We don't need the crisper tray in, so I'll remove that for Sharon. And we've got the benefit of this one of having glass doors as well on the front. And also you've got the lights inside the compartments as well, which is very handy. This is an 8.5 litre air fryer here, dual tray as you know. It's got a temperature range from 35 to 230 degrees C, and it's got 1,750 watts as opposed to the 2,800 watts of the actual twin fry, Sharon. So let's whack that in there then.
Just put a little bit of oil in.
Right, just going to get it going. A little bit of sesame oil there. And in we go with that. Oh, we dropped a bit, baby. So just give that a little bit of a stir around. Now, you can put whatever seasoning you want in that at the moment. We're just going to get it going at the moment, get it wilting down a little bit. And we're going to do that by just putting it on. Get that one going. And just turning it on here. And you've got two separate sides, one set of controls for each. So we've got temperature and time. We're going to go for 180 on this one, degrees centigrade. And we're going to put it on for, let's say, 7 minutes. Hit the start button. And there we go, that one's off and running, left to do its own thing. Happy days. Now what we're going to do now is
to some prawns.
Prepare the prawns for the prawn toast, Sharon.
Yeah.
And all Sharon's going to do is roughly cut them up just by whacking the knife through them and spend a bit of time cutting them up. We're going to do both packets of them. So we'll see you.
One bag at a time.
We'll show you. We'll see you when we show you when we see you, Sharon. We see that when we show. What we're talking about.
I don't know. You'll see me in a mo.
Little tip for them, Should we show them a little tip? Rather than that skating about all over the place, put a tea towel down, and that way, that won't skate about as much, will it, baby?
No.
Now, if you've got a food processor, you can whack them in a food processor, pulse them, and you'll do it a lot quicker, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But you like a bit of manual work, baby, don't you?
Yes.
So while Sharon's cutting out, let's have a little look at this dual Cosori. It has got two trays there, as you can see. You've got the crisper trays at the bottom there. And again, it's a multi-function air fryer. This one has got air fry roast, reheat, bake, grill and dry. You've got the preheat on there and also a shake. And it comes in at 8.5 litre and it has got a temperature range between 35 and 230 degrees centigrade. And as I say, the elements are basically the same as most other air fryers. You've got 1,750 watts in there. The lights for each of the chambers there, as you can see, individual lights there, so you can actually see what you're cooking. And also the glass doors as well, which is very, very handy. Right, there we go, folks. Nicely chopped up. And now all Sharon's going to do now is just add a little bit of sesame oil.
Small amount.
Just a little amount, just a bit of flavour. We've got a little bit of garlic granules there as well. Again, this is down to your own personal choice. So just a little sprinkle, you don't want to go too mad with that. And then give it a good mix up, get all that going. And then that basically is ready for you to paste over your bread, Sharon.
Yeah.
So we've got about 44 seconds to go here on this. Don't forget, we're just going to get it going. Let's have a little quick look. We have to give this a couple of stirs, folks. And the reason being is because you don't really want it to get crisped up on the top. So we just give it a little bit of a turn over there. Oh, hello.
Can I just add a bit of oyster?
And then we're just going to put a little bit of oyster sauce in there as well. Again, optional. You don't have to do this. We're just bringing our own little fusion to the dish.
Because you can add chickens or prawns to it as well.
Yeah, you can put bits of chicken in there if you want. That's the little bit of flavour we're adding. And don't forget, you can also add salt and pepper in there as well. We'll probably do that towards the end. And Sharon's just going to add now a little bit of arrowroot, Sharon. Yeah. Now, if you've got corn flour, you can use that. And all this is going to do is going to make the moisture, suck the moisture up, so that we don't want them over wet. So I'll just give Sharon a little teaspoon there. There you go, baby. And literally, we'll just literally stir that in, sprinkle it all over, and literally just stir that in. And any moisture in there will sort of be sucked up. And we'll give that literally just another couple of minutes now, and then we're going to leave that to go cold, Sharon. Very important, that, isn't it?
Cold, yeah.
Because if you try to put the filling into that little fine pastry when it's hot, they'll just dissolve.
Yeah.
So we're just going to put that on for another couple of minutes now. Again, it's not fully through cooked yet. We go 180 again, and we're literally going to just literally take that down to 2 minutes, and then off we go again. Right, we'll come back to you when that's cooled off. The prawns are ready for the toast.
Yeah.
And we'll see you in a minute.
Yes.
Right, we've done a few little jobs, Shal.
We have done.
We've got the mix now, as you can see there. We've actually seasoned it with salt and pepper as well. You didn't need to see that. It's only a matter of sprinkling some stuff on it. So that's nice and cold now. So before we do anything further, we're going to prepare the chicken. This lovely chicken drumstick, Sharon, without the bones in.
Yeah, skinless and boneless drumsticks.
Yeah, all ready to go. So we're just going to put these into a bowl now, and we're going to season them up with the salt and pepper seasoning, so we can get that going in the Cosori Dual air fryer.
And we've got our onions and peppers to go in with it too.
Yep, so that's already done, as you well know. Right, let me come around now. I'll get the camera. We can see what Sharon does. Yeah, amazing how cheap these are. Let's just show you. We got these ones from Tesco's. They're chicken drumstick fillets, skinless and boneless, Plenty of flavour in them, Sharon.
I usually like to get the thighs, but they've not had them in there lately. So
but for £2.99, that's a bleating good portion, Shell.
That's it. So
that's much more than you get in a portion in a takeaway shop anyway.
Oh, could you open now? I've got chicken juices on me now.
Oh, of course you have. There you go, baby. Do you want me to tip it in there while you're doing that?
Yeah, don't go too mad though.
Right, yeah, so we're just going to whack a bit of this. Again, no measurements, folks, to be honest with you. It's a good old seasoning, this. It's well mixed up.
That'll do.
There you go. I'll let you get that through first, just to make sure we get a good coverage on it, because it has got a lovely intense flavour. And as I say, this is the Chinese style mild salt and pepper seasoning from Mr. Marinade. Saves you doing it all yourself. They're absolutely fantastic. Do you want a little bit more?
Up to you.
Just a tad.
Bit for luck, as I always say.
They used to say muck for luck, some people.
I always say bit for luck, right.
And that should actually last you a really good while. We've only literally just put a dusted on that, and it's covered very well. Now, we're going to get that going now, so we're going to take out the drawer. We've taken out the crisper tray and that, and literally just going to pour it straight in. Sharon doesn't need to touch anything because you're going to wash her hands. Don't forget that little bit there, Sharon. And I'm going to whack that in there. We're going to put it on air fry. That's 200 degrees for 15 minutes. That'll do. And then we're just going to take the preheat off and take the shake off, and in we go. So there you go, that's ready to go now. And the beauty, as I say, of the dual air fryer is you've got the lights and the glass door. You can see exactly what's happening in there. So we've opened up the packet of sheets, yeah? Can we just show them? Now they come in a bag with an ice box, didn't they? So they're actually fresh. You've got to use them within a certain amount of time.
Cannot refreeze them, it said.
So all we literally did is pull them off. There we go. They're pretty easy to separate once you find the edge. Like that, as you can see, and they literally just pull off in one go. We've already done that, so I'm not going to pull that one off. So Sharon's just going to take the cold mixture, very important you get that cold, and we're putting it in the diagonal, and literally just put it down. You want them nice and well packed, so don't be frightened to put stuff in there, folks. Now if you wanted to, you could make the big ones if you wanted to, but we're going to go with these ones. And literally, so a tight roll you're looking for, tuck it in, as Sharon's doing there. Pull it as you tighten it. And when you get to about halfway, you want to fold them edges over, like that, and bring the other one over as well. And then we've got this flour and water mix, and just whack that down the middle, all the way around, and that acts as the glue. So put plenty on, keep rolling, nice tight roll, Shell. And that looks so simple, and she's already had a little practice.
Yeah, I wanted to practice first.
And done one. Can I have a go?
If you want.
Coming in, baby. You can
wash my hand again.
So here we go. I'm going to plonk one down diagonal. They look very nice, actually, very authentic. So I'm going to put a load on.
Don't need to put too much, actually. It's surprising.
I'm going to put enough on, Shell.
Because then you'll have a big fat one.
Yeah.
And that's not how they are, really, is it?
No. A little bit more,
No
maybe.
more, no more, no
please,
more. Oh, he always does it, doesn't he?
I like to load them up, baby. Right, so that's that. And bring it over, that first edge. Push it in with your fingers, as Sharon said. Roll it to halfway. Just like that, and then bring this over like that.
So it's like an envelope.
Like an envelope, Sharon. Like that. And then get the old paste and literally whack it on there. And literally that will be your glue which holds it together, and that will set off, Shell, won't it?
Just get it onto the end.
Right on the tip, just like that, baby. And then bring it in. Bring it in, and that will form a lovely little parcel, and it should stick like that. There you go. Happy days. Not quite as tidy as Sharon's, but there you go. And we're going to do that to the rest of them.
Because he overfilled it.
We're going to do that to the rest of them. We've got all that to go. There is 40 sheets there. I think we've pulled off about 18.
I'll tell you what.
What?
Get the camera on the thingy. We'll get a chopping board each, and we'll do it together, and they can watch us, and then we can see who does the best.
Oh, here we go.
Come on, and I know that one is moving away from my two.
Happy days.
Stand by you when you're falling, when the river is calling. I said I love you forever. We can make it together. What goes up?
And there you go. How many you got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 altogether. Not bad.
I've got 7.
7, there's 13 then. Happy days, 13 there. While we're doing that, let's have a quick look at the chicken just to see how that's going.
Yeah, it might be really time to stir in
Let's have a little
the
look.
rest of the bits, Martin.
Yeah, we're just going to give it a little bit of a turnover. Where's your silicone tool, Sharon? So let's just give it a little bit of a turn. It is firming up now, as you can see, so we're going to throw the other bits in there. We could have actually cut this up a little bit smaller, just so that the chicken went a bit further, but it's absolutely fine, don't worry about that. All we'll do is, as I say, we'll be marking it with the temperature probe just to make sure that it's cooked all the way through. So we're just going to throw the other bits in now. Where are they, Sharon?
Right next to you.
So that's the chilies and also the onions. And we're also going to throw in a bit of the oyster sauce as well, just to help it along. So we just flip that in there as well, just get it mixing in. Again, the time depends on the size, how you cut your chicken, and also it depends on how much chicken you've got as well. So we're going to leave that like that. We'll probably put it on for a bit more afterwards as well. We've got 5.5 minutes left there now, so we're going to leave it like that. Here we go now. What we're going to do with these is we're going to oil these with butter. We've got ghee here, but you can just melt some butter, or you can use olive oil. Give them a good brush, because hopefully, Shell, that will help crisp them up, won't it? So we're just going to do that now. Get one of your old pastry brushes and give them a good brush all the way around. Don't forget, normally these things are deep fried anyway, so we're trying to replicate that by using the butter to give it a bit more flavour than just the oil itself.
We can make it together.
Right, so we're going to be bringing now the Cosori twin fry into action. We've already taken the partition out. We're going to take the crisper trays out as well, and we've decided that we're going to be doing these in here, and we're going to utilise the bottom elements there, as you can see, to cook the bottom as well. If we was going to do them in this one, we would have left the crisper trays in to allow air to circulate underneath. So that's the reason why we're taking them out for the twin fry, because we have got the option of having the bottom elements on, which we're going to do, Sharon.
Well, we want it crispy.
Of course we do. So let's just put these in there, line them all in.
If it takes me forever, I stand by you when you're falling.
So in they go. So with this one, we're going to turn her on, and we're going to go for the grand zone setting. You've got zones 1 and zone 2. If you put the partition down the middle, we're going for the grand zone. We're going to cook on one complete zone there. We're going to put these on 200 degrees centigrade, and we're going to go for 10 minutes. We're going to be looking at them though, and there's no shake on this, there's no turn function, no preheat, and just off we go like that, and we'll check them at 5 minutes and see what happens. Right, while they're doing their stuff, we put that on for another 10 minutes, by the way, the chicken, folks. We just give it a good turnover, and as you can see, it's coming on lovely now, getting a decent bit of colour to it, but we are turning it over as well. So we've got 4 slices of standard bread here. Sharon's melted some more butter, and we're just getting a pastry brush and literally pasting both sides. Some people don't do this, but they do tend to forget, Shell. When you're doing this, it's normally deep fried, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this will help impart some flavour, and not only that, it helps create that fried bread flavouring which you really want as well. Otherwise, it can be a little bit dry. Right, there we go. Now, they've just finished, Sharon, haven't they? Let's have a quick look at them. They look absolutely fine, and they're sizzling away in there, folks, and the butter definitely gives them the deep fried look. So we're just going to leave them in there just to cool down for a minute. Both sides of these have now been buttered. Here's our prawn mix, and Sharon's just literally going to spread it on the toast, getting it right to the edges. Be quite liberal with this, folks, because you want it to be unctuous, Sharon. I love that word.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Go on.
So all this has got in it is a sesame seed oil. We've got salt and pepper in there as well. And all she's doing is literally just spreading it to the corners, just like that. So we're going to do these 4. Hopefully we'll have enough there. They'll be cut into triangles. You can either cut it before or after, it depends, doesn't it? I've nearly done that. We're going to have more. We can probably get another sheet.
Well, no, I'm going to go over the patches. I thought I'll get them all done, then I can
you do that.
Fill in the gaps.
Let's have a look at our chicken now, Shell. Oh, that's looking really good as well.
Now, Jeremy could have a mouthful of that.
I've got a temperature probe here. Let me just probe this first. We're looking for 75 plus, and already, as you can see, that went up to, oh, I've turned it off, 80. There we go, 80.2. There we go. Let's have a look inside, Charlotte. Oh, it's looking good. It's well packed. Right, do you want to go in with a dip first? A little bit of a dip? and tell us what you think of that. Just pretend you're at a Chinese takeaway. And tell us what you think of that. Does it taste like a proper Chinese one? It does? Is it okay?
Yeah.
I'm happy with that, Sharon.
Very hot though.
Very hot.
Very, very hot.
Well, you enjoy that then. Sharon's just finished off, so them prawns have done 4 full toasts. So we're just going to get the others out. That's done now, so that can be just left in there just to keep warm.
Mark,
What?
she's taking them with her.
Oh, is she?
One, you can try the other one.
Okay.
we got
we got loads in there.
I'm going out for dinner.
Oh yeah.
What's she say?
She's going out for dinner.
Oh, of course she's going out for dinner, isn't she? Well, thank you for tasting them, Charlotte.
Thank you.
Right, let's get the other ones out, folks. We're going to get all the other ones out, and then we'll put the toast in. Right, there we go. So all we're doing, literally, with all the residue that was in there, it's very hot still, but we're just wiping it out with a bit of kitchen roll. It's all the same seasonings we've been using in all this, so it won't really matter, Sharon, will it?
No.
And we've got our sesame seeds there, face down, and all Sharon's going to do, don't forget these have been
Buttered both sides.
so just flip it over, and that should be enough. And that'll go straight in the air fryer afterwards. So Sharon's just going to do another one just to show you again. There you go. Now we're hoping, we haven't done these before, so this is all new to us, Sharon, isn't it?
See, I'm debating just to get the brush and try and flick a bit of
Yeah, you can do that.
butter on the top to get the
We'll do that afterwards.
sesame seeds toasted.
Yeah, we'll do that afterwards. Plenty on there. There you go. Last one, that's worked out well, isn't it? There you go. So we will just try and dust it. You could, if you've got a squeezy bottle of oil, Share, you could just go over the top with the oil.
I ain't got my squirty bottle anymore.
We haven't got a squirty bottle here, have we? So literally just a little light dusting. There we go. It just helps. Just dab it on. Look, just get the last little bits on there, and that will enhance, hopefully, the surface flavour. You ain't got to brush it. Just dab it.
Do you know what? And also the butter will stop the seeds flying off and all with the fans.
Well, I think you'll find they'll be well stuck on anyway, Share.
Now we're going to cut this up so the edges get crispy as well.
And then they'll be placed individually in the air fryer, all over that bottom, because we want the bottom. We've left the tray out, as you well know. So we're just going to do this, and then we'll come back to you, folks. And we'll put the other ones, might as well whack them in there, shall we?
Yeah.
We'll leave the crisp tray on this one, just to see how they compare when cooking with an element on the top and an element on the bottom. There you go. Okay, so I'll put this one on. So we'll put the right one on. We'll put that on for 180 degrees, and we'll change that down to, let's say, 6 minutes. We don't need the shake on or preheat. We're going to take both of them off and then just start that one off. And the same with this one. Now I'm going to whack the Grandzone on, and we're going to go 180 degrees on this one. And again, we're going to do this one for 6 minutes as well. There we go, and off they go. Both on the air fryer setting. Happy days. Well, this looks absolutely fantastic. All done in the 2 Cosori air fryers there. And what do you want to go in for first?
Well, I'd always start off with a bit of toast.
Bit of prawn toast.
I'll have that little bit.
Now it's crunchy, folks. Now we probably put more prawn on here than you get at a Chinese.
My God, you can taste the prawn.
Can you really? Can I have a go?
I'm not stopping now.
Oh. Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
I've always wondered how they made it. And so simple.
That is so tasty, and what's bringing a lot of flavour is the butter. The melted butter painted on your bread before you actually put your topping on, and also the little bit on top as well.
I can actually even taste the garlic in it.
Oh my God.
I'm loving this one.
I was a bit dubious because we'd seen other people just put it on dry bread with no, but the butter brings everything to the party as opposed to oil, which hasn't really got a flavour. That is superb. Spring roll time. Now we've got the little dip here.
I'm going to try a bit of out the dip first.
Okay.
Let's take that out.
Let's have a little go. I'll put
No, I was going to say you could put it in there.
I'll put a bit on. Oh, go on in. I'll put it in there. Now we do like a spring roll.
There's a lot of flavour in that. Come on, try it black.
Now don't forget, all we've added to that is salt and pepper and a bit of oyster sauce, folks. Here we go, I'm going in. Oh.
Got the crunch.
The mixed veg, which you buy in the packets,
Perfect for it.
goes really, really well. All we put in there, salt and pepper, as I said to you, and a bit of the oyster sauce. That, with that sweet chilli dip, is absolutely fantastic. And these little, you couldn't make this pastry, Sharon, so just buy it. Why make it my fire for yourself? They're proper, they're for the job.
If you've got one of them Chinese shops by you, you're laughing. So much more flavour, and you know exactly what's gone in it.
Yeah.
But now my favourite.
Here we go. This salt and pepper
So you've got to have,
chicken.
you've got to have a bit of the onion,
A bit of the onions, bit of the
bit
chilli.
of the chilli.
It looks just like the Chinese restaurant when you've ordered the takeaway, Sharon.
My only regret is not cutting the chicken smaller.
I know we should have done it, but it doesn't matter. You're just getting a bigger mouthful.
Oh my God.
Go on, tell me what it's like.
Excellent.
Salt and pepper chicken. Is it like the Chinese?
It's just as good as the Chinese. We've got to have the onion. Oh, the chilli's cooking in.
So we've got garlic in here. We've got chilli. We've got chicken. We've got spring onions, normal onions. I'm going for it all, Chef. I don't care. That's the sort of mood I'm in. The look on your face of ecstasy.
I'll tell you what, it's a hot chilli.
It's one I've seen before. I'm going in. Look at all that. Look.
See all them chillies at the bottom? You didn't see that.
Oh my God.
This has cost next to nothing to make, really. The dearest things here is the prawns.
Yeah. That whole portion there, £2.99 plus
Yeah.
a few onions, couple of onions, a little chilli, sprinkle of garlic, bit of oyster sauce. You'd never get that for £2.99, and the flavour in that, with that Mr. Marinade.
Yeah, Mr. On ribs as well. We've done it with ribs before as well. Lovely.
These Cosori air fryers have cooked everything
That's them there.
uniform, absolutely fantastically. We've never had any problems. And one thing about the Cosori air fryers, folks, a lot of you have said to us in our comment section, is that the customer service is first class. Very, very important that. But here is our take on a Chinese, English or British fusion, cooked in a Cosori air fryer. None of it's deep fried, but the beauty of the Grandzone there is the dual blaze technology. We was able to look inside the doors of the one with the glass doors, and that's the beauty of that. But end of the day, Cosori, well done. Your air fryers have really delivered again here.
And I say, well done, Sharon, because you've cooked an excellent Chinese takeaway.
Now, if you're interested in these two air fryers and also the first Cosori Dual Blaze, the links below for this Prime period on Amazon are the best deals that they've actually put out. If you haven't got room for the twin fry with the Dual Blaze technology, they are still doing the original Dual Blaze, which is a single drawer one, absolutely fantastic, with the elements top and bottom, and it is on below for the best price it's ever been on. It is sub £100. Do check it out. Check the links out below, folks, if you want one of these fantastic air fryers, and get cooking. Save yourself some money as well. On the takeaways, we would have spent about £35–40 creating this, and all you needed was an egg fried rice, which is easy
Who
enough.
would have known they were so easy to make?
Yeah, but fantastic. Thanks again, Cosori, for sponsoring this video. I hope you realise this really is a taste sensation. We absolutely love this. It's fantastic.
Yes.
So tasty, so authentic, and it all boils down to having a good air fryer and also using a few little techniques, which I hope we've showed you there. Paint the old ghee on, or butter.
Yeah.
Instead of oil, gives it a hell of a lot more flavour. Anyway, don't forget, folks, to have a little binge watch. Check out our other videos. Hit that subscribe button, ring that little notification bell, because that will mean that every time we upload a video, you get notified. Thanks very much, Shao.
Okay.
See you in the next video. And until then,
Bye.
bye for now. That was fantastic,
It
Shao.
is, it's very tasty.
Yeah.